Okay, I guess I should call this video Pompeii on any given day, because it's just the ways you have to adapt. Here, this is Phoenix in his golf cart. There's his ventilator, and right next to it is a power supply, a battery. It's about the size of a small car battery. His all of his supplies. You know, you have to have a spare trach and spare circuits. You got to take all kinds of extra parts and components. But Phoenix is sitting in a chair there. It's a regular car seat. For a toddler, and then I have it strapped into the golf cart, and this is how we go on our golf cart rides. I just wanted to show you that, how you can sort of adapt on day-by-day basis. Okay, so in this next section you'll notice Phoenix is off of his ventilator. All he has is the trach, which has a Passy-Mir valve over it, which a Passy-Mir valve is just a one-way valve that lets air in but doesn't let air out. So he exhales through his mouth and through his nose. Actually, it creates a little bit of back pressure in his lungs, which helps keeps his lungs inflated. I have him in the swing because it's the only way I can really convince him to come off of his ventilator. He likes his ventilator because it makes it easier to breathe. So when I put him in the swing, he kind of forgets about it. He's able to come off his ventilator about an hour. I usually don't push him any harder than that. He probably could stay off after longer than an hour, but it's sort of like his workout for the day. You can see he sort of opens his mouth there. One, he's trying to take a deeper breath, and two, also during exhalation, he opens his mouth. So I will continue to take him off his ventilator as long as he can handle it.
You talked to us briefly about your son, but you brought in some money today for the Anderson Columbia matching deal that they do. Now, first of all, tell me a little bit. This is your son. What is his name? And tell me a story.
Yeah, his name's Phoenix.
So she wants to know the story, does she? Well, I hope she has some time on her hands. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is Phoenix at the MDA Labor Day Telethon, the Jerry Lewis Telethon. Obviously, this is in Gainesville at our local affiliate, WCJB TV 20. It's about a million person viewing area. But it's a lot of fun. It's exciting to be on live television. This is our second time doing the broadcast. Phoenix loves to go down there. He's actually kind of like a celebrity down there. The people are great, and it's all about promoting awareness and bringing the disease to the public. And I think we raised $200,000 that day, so we really did great locally.
And you
For research for Pompeii disease, that's just Pompeii. They have 47 different neuromuscular diseases that they help fund. So, that kind of cuts the pie a lot. So there's, thousands and thousands of kids out there like Phoenix that need this kind of help. But for me, I think the research is just so important. And it's making huge strides right now. Even at the University of Florida.
Here.
Dr. Barry Byrne at the University of Florida, incredible.
It was certainly a lot of fun, and we look forward to many other fundraisers in the future.
What would you say to
This next section shows some of the equipment Phoenix uses when he's sleeping. Here's his feeding pump right in front of you here, and then there's also the food, and then of course SpongeBob. But his formula is actually it's an Enterol formula of Pediasure. Which is really good stuff, and Phoenix has done very well with it. So that's his feeding pump. Then we have a baby monitor here, so obviously to monitor while we're out of the room. Then probably his most important piece of equipment would be his ventilator, which is right now on his nighttime settings, which are different than his daytime settings. Increase the rate and also pressure. Then there's a pulse ox, which measures his blood oxygen saturation as well as his heart rate. Right now his sats are 96 over a heart rate of 77, 78, which is pretty standard for him. The pulse ox is attached to the light sensor that wraps around his big toe. And you can see right here his big toe right in the center of the screen there is glowing pink, sandwiched on top of a duck, which sort of got the short end of the stick there. And then below the bed we keep down low is a humidifier, which has got about a 1/4 inch full of distilled water, and it keeps the vent circuit humidified, nice and moist, which then also does the same for his lungs and his airway so that everything works properly. And here Phoenix is sleeping soundly with his lion and his giraffe watching close by. They're also jockeying for a good bed position as well. That's the place to be. Phoenix just has the light on while on video. He doesn't normally sleep with that light on. He's actually in our room. And then there's his portable suction, just in case. We don't typically suction him very much throughout the night. It seems like if you suction him once, that's about as much as you'll ever suction him throughout the night. And I do have to turn him about 4, 5, 6, 7 times a night, depending on how things are. And this seems to be a pretty common theme for parents of children with neuromuscular disease. And with that, I want to say this is the end of the video, and thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I could pass on some knowledge about Pompe disease.